Oh man, what's going on, guys? It is your boy, the Phenomenal One. I am back right here with another video. I was gonna make this video weeks ago, but I got caught up into some drama. If you've seen my channel, you know what the drama is. Check out the live and uncut episodes if you want to know more. But now, I have this time, and I'm gonna take the opportunity that I have right now, and let's get into the video. Here we go. This is about this guy named Pastor Greg Locke. Pastor Greg Locke. I have problems with this guy in this video, and you're going to find out why. Here we go.
Hey guys, Pastor Greg Locke here. I want to give a few of you a moment to start sharing this video and hopping on. But I've got a lot to say, a lot to chit-chat about in the next few minutes, so I'm just going to jump right in. And let me just go ahead and warn you up front, as with many of my videos, not only do you want to buckle in and buckle up and hold on for the ride, some of you may not be able to make the leap with me after this, because I'm pretty spitting mad about a bunch of nonsense. Did you know there's been nothing in the American culture and nothing in the church of the Lord Jesus Christ that has separated the body more than these stupid things right here? We call them safety precautions. No, what these are gags, ladies and gentlemen.
All right, let's stop the video right there. Let's stop the video. Let's stop it right there. Now, you can tell where this guy sides on masks are. And masks have been a very controversial topic. I'm not going to get into that in this video, because that's not what this video is designed for. You're going to see why I have a problem with this guy in this video, like I said. But he's already calling a mask a gag. Some people, masks have saved their life. If they didn't wear masks saved some people's life, because some people could have contracted it, not going to save their lives. And again, this is not my side of mask. That's just from some experiences that I've witnessed. Let's continue.
These have become idols. These don't do anything whatsoever. They're the dumbest thing that's ever been created by humanity, okay? They are scientifically proven to do jack sprat. But I'll tell you religiously what they've done. They've divided the body of the Lord Jesus Christ. These things are so dumb. You know, Walmart says now you have to have one, but they're going to charge you $8 to have one. So my wife gave me one that we have to carry around for obvious.
Okay, let's stop right there. Walmart charging $8 for mask. This is the thing with that. If you don't, if you don't have a mask, if you don't have, if you can get a mask, why don't you just get one? If you don't want to pay $8 at Walmart, you can probably find a mask for a few bucks online. Better yet, there are people in your neighborhood who will probably make masks and charge them for a cheaper price, because some people will do that. And plus, again, you can look online. You can look in different stores. There'll probably be some store that will probably have a mask at a different price. If you don't want to pay the $13, you don't want to pay the 13, or no, I didn't say 13, but the $8 I think it was, he said, the $8 at Walmart. You can go somewhere else. You can go somewhere else,
reasons. So I went into Walmart today. I've not even got to the store yet. I'm just letting you, share the video. I'm about to get fired up about some stuff, so I'd suggest that the kiddos get out of the room. But anyhow, so I walk around Walmart today with this off. All I did was do like this to get in the door, and then I walked around. There's 300, 400 people in there, and all these sheep are walking around. They all got their masks on.
Okay, dude. Okay. Why are you calling someone a sheep you don't know? That's what I got a problem with. In fact, you're going to call someone a sheep for wearing a mask? Come on. Come on, dude. And plus, you said that you wore the mask to get in the store. So I guess you're just as much as a sheep. If you had to wear the mask to get into the store, you're just as much as a sheep as they are. You had the nerve to call people a sheep and you're a pastor. Come on now.
They're all just like a bunch of little mechanized robots walking around. We have our mask. We are safe. COVID-19 cannot get to us. And I'm walking around with...
Those people are trying to protect their lives. If they believe that the masks will save lives, have them be at it. Again, I'm not going to give my thoughts on masks in this video, but this is mostly about this pastor. But let's continue.
this thing in my hand. Nobody said Jack Sprat. Nobody said a word. But here is what Pastor Greg Locke is super duper over the top fired up about. It is no secret that I love Dunkin Donuts. Holy macaroni, they ought to give me a preaching sponsorship. Listen, I have had hundreds of people in the last few years all over the world send me Dunkin Donuts gift certificates and gift cards because I always talk about Dunkin. I go to Dunkin every single day, and every day I get the same thing. I get two, right here, count them, 2 medium hot coffees, 7 cream, 5 sugar in each one. Yeah, I know I got a problem, but that's another video. 7 cream, 5 sugar, medium coffee. I get 2 of them, 2. My family and I are out of town for a few days, spend some time with the kids, and I know the sign on Dunkin Donuts says that it is mandatory for you to have a mask when you walk in. But I've been going to that Dunkin Donuts for the last several days since we've been here, and nobody has said a peep. Nobody has said jack squat about anything. I've been going in, I'm nice, I order my 2 coffees, 7 cream, 5 sugar, and I walk out. I do it every day, about 9 in the morning and 5 or 6 o'clock at night. Every single day. I do it at home in every town I preach in, every place I go. Nothing has been any different. And so I've been going the last few days with the signs on the door, but I still don't wear the mask because I'm not in compliance. I'm in defiance. I'm sick of this nonsense, and you should be too. But I'm standing there. I've ordered my stuff. I've paid for my stuff. I've kindly, gently talked to the ladies that have talked to me every single day that are super nice. And then all of a sudden, here comes Nazi Skippy. He comes walking.
Okay. Oh, okay. Did you really just call someone a Nazi? Tell me I did not just hear what you said. You had the nerve to call someone a Nazi. And I'm going to get more into this, but let's continue.
Out with this little mask, and he's like, "Sir, I just want you to know." Now, by the way, he didn't have to embarrass me in front of everybody, but he did, which was probably a mistake because I'm not a real silent guy when you push my buttons too far. He's like, "Sir, the next time you come into my store, I want you to have a mask on." I said, "Okay, Lord, just help me. May I stay calm? May I not say a word?" But I'm not a sheep. And so sometimes I just have to say things back. I said, "Sir, I've been coming to this store for the last several days, and nobody has said one thing to me about one of these silly masks."
Well, now you're just complaining. Now you're making a big fuss out of nothing. That person that probably could have told you to wear that mask, that could have been the manager of the store for all you know. That could have been the manager of the store kindly asking you to wear a mask. And if it was just an employee, it was just an employee because they know the rules that, and they know the rules there. And plus, you said like they're talking about how like it was a mandate now. Like it probably was a mandate where you live. I can tell you probably didn't keep up with the news going on because in some places are making that more of a mandate.
He's like, "Well, last night at 5 o'clock, it was an actual mandate." I said, "Wait a minute, you just lied to me in front of all these people in the store because the sign has been saying for 2 or 3 days when I've been coming in 2 or 3 times a day to get my 7 cream, 5 sugar, 2 medium coffees. It's been saying every day that I can't come in without a mask, and nobody said a word." "Well, it's just now a mandate." I said, "No, it's not." I said, "It's just now something you got your feelings hurt about." And I said, "Look, I've already paid for my stuff."
And again, if it's something that an employee tells you, and that, like I said, that could have been the manager for all you know. But if it was something that someone told you about, it was probably something important. It was probably, the mandate could have just happened, like for all you know. Let's continue on.
Just give him my stuff. He's trying to act like they're not even going to give me what I already paid for. And I was doing everything I could spiritually not to come over the counter and still be a pastor in public because I'm sure there's cameras everywhere because people recognize me all over the place. So I was like, "Look, just..."
Well, you're a pastor. People, of course, are going to recognize you. You are a pastor. You are in charge, You are in charge of making sure that Christians know their way to God. You are in charge of that. You are a pastor. So you have a higher standard than a normal citizen on this planet. So the expectation for you is much, much higher.
give me my stuff. I've already paid for it. I thanked the ladies. I said, y'all are doing a great job. Thank you so much. But this guy, oh, man, he was getting on my ever-loving nerves. And then to beat all things, here I have my 2 coffees. Ask anybody that walks with me any time of the day. I always have my 2 medium coffees. But here's what I did. I walked up to the door like I do every day, at least twice, if not 3 times a day. I put my foot at the bottom of the door. I pushed it open, and I began to walk out to my car. And what does this, Lawn Ranger, masked man do? He's like, oh, now I see what you're trying to do. Now you're mad because I said something about a mask, and you're trying to kick the glass out of the door. Woo! So I walked back in with my 2 cups of coffee, and I said, and let me be truthful in what I said, because more than likely it's on video and it'll be on Newsweek or Time Magazine sometime this week. I said, sir.
Well, you're a pastor. It should be on the air.
I did not try to kick the glass in your door. I very calmly pushed the door open with my foot because it's what I do every second. Oh, no, I saw you. You tried to kick the glass out of the door. I said, if you call me a liar one more time, I'm going to take these work boots and I'm going to kick your teeth down your throat. Yes?
And that's why we're making this video. Because he had the nerve to threaten some employee about wearing a mask. He had to threaten some employee with wearing a mask. Like, come on, dude. Dude, come on. You are a pastor. You should not be resorting to violence. If anything, you should be trying to save people from fighting. You should be trying to help people. But you're over here threatening to kick someone's teeth down their throat. Come on.
I said it, and the moment I meant it. I said, sir, listen to me very closely. I will be back tonight at 5 o'clock like I am every single day of my life to get my 2 medium coffees, 7 creams, and 5 sugar. I will be back tonight, and I will not be wearing a mask. He said, I'm telling you, I'm going to make sure that I'm on shift, and I'm going to be here at 5 o'clock, and I will not let you in the door if you do not have a mask. Now.
Well, that's an employee trying to protect their customers. Because for all you know, you could have had the thing. You could have had the virus for all you know. You could have had the virus for all you know. And people, they don't want that. People don't want to catch this thing where people are dying over it. And you're going to actively try to insert yourself into a situation like that just because you're upset about being told about wearing a mask. Dude, get out of here.
I'm not real sure my wife's going to let me go back at 5 o'clock, but I can tell you one thing, ladies and gentlemen. I wish to the God in heaven that I would have brought my bullhorn, because I'd be standing on the top of this rental truck right now in their parking lot raising Cain for Jesus Christ, preaching the truth of the gospel of Jesus Christ. I am so sick of this mask brigade nonsense. Bunch of Nazis, bunch of people say you can't even go to stores.
Here we go again, calling people Nazis, calling people all this stuff because they're doing what they've been recommended to do. And if you don't agree with it, that's you. But don't be coming on here on the internet making a big fool out of yourself because you're upset about wearing a mask.
You can't do it. People driving around in their cars, in their own flipping cars, wearing a mask because, I might get COVID. I am sick of it. We don't require masks at our church. And listen, we probably had 450 people crammed into a tent this past weekend. 2 people in the whole place had a mask. If they want to wear masks, that is great. I'm not going to mandate it.
Well, then, if you just said if people want to wear a mask, then that's great. Then why are you on here? Then why are you making this video upset about this whole thing?
Matter of fact, I discourage it because I think it's utter nonsense. And I get kicked out of a Dunkin Donuts. I've been going there for years, every single day. Now Dunkin's going to get mad because I'm making this video, making them look bad. Well, look, don't let your silly people...
They don't look bad in this case. You're the one who looks bad. You're the one who's looking bad by basically deciding, oh, I'm not going to abide by the rules. I'm just going to make some big tirade on the internet because I'm upset about this whole mask thing. And like you just said, and again, you just said if people don't want to wear a mask, that's fine. So then why are you over here on the internet all upset? Because you were in a place. Let's keep this in mind. You were in a place where they made a rule, a requirement to wear a mask. And just because all of a sudden people decide, oh, we got to enforce this thing, and you're breaking the rule, you're going to come on here and be upset about that? Dude, get out of here.
Embarrass me after I go in there every single day without a mask on, and then
you embarrassed yourself by deciding to just fight back. That's the problem. You decided to fight back.
you're going to tell me I can't come back unless I have a mask. Well, I'm telling you, friends, this stuff is nonsense. Then trying to say I kicked out the door just because you're upset because I called you out on your foolishness. I'm not doing it. I'm not bowing down. I am not in compliance. I am in utter defiance of this. Listen, I'll go to jail over this situation. It is the golden calf. I'm sick of Christians saying things like this. Well, it's just a mask. You know what they used to say? Oh, it's just a baby.
It is just a mask. It is. Because this is the thing. We're in a time right now where we've been asked to protect others. That's right. Keyword others. Not just yourself, but others. So sometimes you gotta be a team player, whether you want to or whether you don't. Sometimes you gotta be a team player. Sometimes you gotta put your feelings aside and step in to be a part of the team. But you are over here making a big fuss out of nothing. You're making a big fuss out of wearing one thing that eventually, if you don't choose to, you might not have to wear again.
It's just a zygote. It's just a growth in the mother's womb, so let's kill it. No, it's not just a mask. It's a compliance device. This is not about safety. This is about surrendering of our rights. Can I remind you, this is still the United States of America. This is not communism. This is not China. This ain't North Korea. I don't live in Haiti. I don't live some other country somewhere where I'm under the guise of communism and socialism. This is the...
And you have a freedom of opinion. You have a freedom of opinion. I will give you that. This is a free country. I will give you that. But there are rules to comply. You do have rules to comply under here. You do have things that you do have to comply under here. It is a free society, but just like in a communist society, if you break the rules, there are prices that you pay.
United States of America. Y'all hear me? Trump 2020. I'm a pastor and I've approved this message. I'm telling you, we're one election away from losing everything. And we got these mamby-pamby Christians saying, well, it's just a mask. And the Bible says that we ought to love our neighbor. Listen, if it was about safety, if it was about your health, then pray tell me two things. Number one, how come your mask don't work? Why you got to freak out if I don't wear one? And secondarily, if it's about your health, let me tell you what, next time I see you with a cigarette and a Big Mac in your mouth, I'll slap that out of your hand as well. Are you...
Okay, so then if you do that, then I have the right to basically punch you in the face. I have the right to do that because, you're slapping something out of my mouth. That is, an act that can get you, in some places, that can get you shot and killed for doing that. And now you're over here again, making a big fuss out of something, making a big fuss out of something that we're being required to do in order to protect other people. Now, again, I'm not trying to give my views on wearing a mask. I'm not trying to. But I'm not going to call people Nazis for wearing one. Or wearing one or not wearing one. I'm not going to be disrespectful to you if you come to me without a mask. I'm not going to be disrespectful to you because that's your choice. That is your choice. And I hope, I hope that you do whatever you see fit.
kidding me? This ain't about safety. This is about the rules of compliance. It's just a mask. Yeah, next, it's just a chip. It's just a vaccine. It's just a one world government. It's just a mark, Pastor Locke. You say that's a big stretch. Are you kidding me? We've jumped 50 years prophetically in the last 6 months in 2020 in the United States and around the world. And Christians want to say, it's just a mask. It's not a mask. It's a censorship device. It's a tool to get all the sheep to walk around and look the same and talk the same and act the same. Most of the people wearing them got their nose sticking out anyhow. This thing is ridiculous. I'm sick of hearing about these masks. I'm done with the whole, it ain't a mandate. It's an unenforceable suggestion. Say it again, Preacher Locke, for the people in the back. It's not a mandate. This ain't a command. You know what? I got a constitution that tells me I can leave my house. I got a constitution and a Bible that tells me I can pastor a church through a fake pandemic.
And I have no problem with you doing what you want to do again. But I have a problem with you, again, trying to force your own views, your own opinions on other people, because that is pretty much what you are trying to do. You're trying to force your views and opinions on other people, and some people don't want that, and some people have their own opinions, but again, you're trying to make a big fuss. I've said it so many times in this video. You're trying to make a big fuss out of nothing. You're being disrespectful about it. You're calling people Nazis. You're upset that someone did the job that they are supposed to do. Like, dude, come on.
Trying to silence anybody that's telling the truth, and they're trying to propagate everybody that is peddling falsehood. I ain't living in fear. My family ain't living in fear. My kids ain't living in fear. Our church ain't living in fear. If I preach to 2 people or 2,000 people, I don't give 2 flips of a wooden nickel. I'm telling you, I am not going to lay down, roll over, and comply. Today's Dunkin Donuts fiasco, it was just it for me. It was just it, telling me I can't come back in if I don't wear a mask, and then try to convince everybody in the room and accuse me that I tried to kick the glass.
But again, it's something that if they say you're required to do, you're required to do. And if they tell you about it, that's just how it is.
I'm telling you, it makes me want to kick the devil right in the mouth is what it makes me want to do. This is ridiculous. I'm tired of it. I'm over it. I don't care how many friends I lose. I don't care. Listen, I ain't bowing down to the golden calf for your mama, for my mama, for the president, for anybody. I'm not. They're going to have a lot of handcuffs to mess with our church. We're ready to go to war. Our church is going to keep meeting. We aren't going to stop praying, preaching, prophesying, giving, loving people. I'm not putting up with this foolishness anymore. I'm telling you, I'm done with it. Absolutely done with it. This is nothing but a gag device. I ain't using it. I ain't bowing down to it. You can be as mad as you want to get. I do not care. I'm not writing a book on how to win friends and influence people. I'm trying to build the kingdom of God through the gospel of Jesus Christ, and I'm not laying down. I'm not rolling over. They probably said to Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego, it's just a golden statue. Daniel, it's just an ordinance that says you can't pray in public. You can still do it in private. But Daniel 6:10 says he'd always done it before, and so he did it right then, and he was going to do it the very next day. They probably said, oh, Paul, look, it's just a mandate that says you can't preach on the street. Peter, it's just a little mandate. It's just a citation that says you can't heal people in the name of Jesus Christ. It's just a bunch of garbage is what it is. You know why they sold out of so much toilet paper? Because it's bull crap. You are a sheep if you still believe the lies. The numbers are inflated. The death tolls are inflated. Have you heard of anybody this year that had flu or influenza? No, because they make them all COVID deaths. Even Dr. Fauci, Grouchy Fauci, doesn't even believe what he says. He goes out in public without one of these stupid controlling devices. And that's what this is. It's a device of mass control. This little bitty tiny mask. And so look, the Dunkin Donuts fiasco, the Walmart stuff, I'm over it. I've had a mind full, I've had a gut full, I've had a heart full, and I'm fighting mad about this stuff. I'm finished with it. I don't care if the page grows. I don't care if the page dies. They're probably going to censor me. Listen, I never thought in my wildest imagination that I would be willing to go to jail over a mask, but I am, because it's not about a mask. It's about silence, and our silence has become our surrender. Stand up, church. Speak out, church. It is time to bow your back like a banty rooster and push back against this golden calf culture that we are living in. That is my message. I'm sticking to it. I ain't backing up, packing up, slacking up, or shutting up until I've been called up by the glory of God. We are not requiring masks. I got to get off here and do an interview with Newsweek because they want to know what we're doing for safety precautions at our church. We're preaching and we're praying. That's what we're doing. We're preaching and we're praying. And we're going to keep preaching and we're going to keep praying. They can roll the tanks and the helicopters up in our parking lot, and we're going to keep preaching and we're going to keep praying. And so, hey, Dunkin Donuts, if my wife lets me, I'll be back at 5 o'clock to get some more coffee. 2 mediums, 7 cream, 5 sugar. God bless America. God bless Donald Trump. God bless all of you watching this. And thank God Jesus Christ is still the only way to the kingdom.
Okay. Okay. Man, oh man. This guy, this is the definition of someone who doesn't get it. Like, again, I'm not trying to give my views on wearing a mask, but the problem here is being disrespectful to the people that are watching, calling them Nazis, calling them whatever you want to call them, giving them so many names in the book, just for basically doing what they were told to do. You know, some places require masks. That's just how it is. If you don't like it, you don't gotta shop there. You don't gotta get your coffee from Dunkin Donuts. You can get your coffee from Starbucks. You can get your coffee from anywhere. There are so many other places that provide coffee. You don't need to go to Dunkin Donuts to get coffee. I understand you may like Dunkin coffee. Like, you all have your preferences. But, again, you have no right to call people Nazis. Call people sheep for doing what they've been told to do. Now, some people are sheep. Some people act like sheep. And if you are a person like that, you know who you are. But again, I'm not going to disrespect you for that. I'm not going to come on here and say you're a sheep, you're a punk, all this other stuff. I'm not going to call you a Nazi. Because that's not right. That's disrespectful. And I was on Dan XP's channel. Shout out to Dan XP. If he's going to even watch it, I don't even think he is. But we had a discussion about social media and how social media can do so much good and so much bad to people. This is an example of how social media can hurt people. Because you're coming on here deciding to make a big fuss about wearing a mask. Forcing your views. And I think I've talked about this video enough. Until next time, guys, this is your boy Phenomenal One. I'll see you later.